Today is actually a day which is a culmination of several years in the making. Actually, this mikvah was thought about approximately 5 years ago when there was a meeting about the current mikvah, and Mr. Mendy Klein, may his memory be blessed, when the meeting was over, said that it's actually time to build a new mikvah, one that will be spacious, one that will have enough room for the growth of the families in Cleveland. And we went about starting from that day up until this day, which today is basically the day where the building is finished, but more importantly is the day that we are ready to collect rainwater. Theoretically, it's a sunny day, but the gutters, after years, months of time and working through the technicalities and the legalities and the halachic guidelines and restrictions as to how you can collect rainwater coming into the mikvah. The way this mikvah is made is that the water comes down from the sloped roof, then it collects into specially designed gutters which are made with a slope and made that there are no metal interpositions on the way, and eventually it all falls into the main gutter system and the main PVC pipes, which lead into the immersion pools. So this morning we had a group of rabbis that came here to inspect, to make sure that everything was done correctly according to all opinions, and that everyone would feel comfortable to be able to use this mikvah. They checked for the metal, they checked that there are no receptacles, they checked that it's clean, they checked that it's dry, because if there is other water that precedes the rainwater, that could also make it invalid and disqualified. So therefore, today is a culmination, and it's an exciting day here in Cleveland when, besides that we could appreciate the sunny weather, but it's also a time that when it does rain, we'll all be excited and say we're just that much closer to actually being able to use the mikvah. There are many gallons. It's almost 8,000 gallons required that we're going to need to fill in order for the mikvahs to be kosher and be able to be used. That could mean, we're not 100% sure, but according to the mathematics and the science, it might require 6 inches of rainwater, 8 inches, maybe even as much as 12. In Cleveland, approximately, it rains about, there's 40 inches of precipitation during the year. If it requires 10 inches of rain to fill all the pools, that would be 3 months. 3 months is a long time when we're ready right now to be waiting for rain. It might require less because of the slope of the roof, and therefore it might fill up even faster. That's something that we will see. Also, something that we're contemplating is perhaps to fill up one side before the other, and therefore that could cut the time in half. Instead of 8,000 gallons, we'd only need 4,000 gallons. Currently, there are 2 mikvah baths which can be used, and there are also pools that lead into those. But if we split it in half and concentrate on one, we could cut the time in half, maybe from 2 to 3 months, and it could be, 1 to 2, perhaps.